Becoming disciplined isn't like a switch. You don't just flip it on. You don't just become disciplined. It's a gradual process that through time you become more and more disciplined. It's not like you just go one day, oh, I can't do anything, and all of a sudden, I'm the best person ever. It's not how it works, right? It's a process. This is one of those videos that I make and script because I had this exact same question. I didn't think I had any discipline at all, and I was trying to get all of it, and that's not how it works. I kept thinking it was all or nothing when it's not like that. It's a gray area. So what was the answer to my question? How did I become more disciplined, or how am I working towards becoming more disciplined? What I've been trying is in the mornings, I like to start my morning off good, right? I try to make somewhat easy decisions that aren't super like fun, but they're like using a small amount of discipline, right? And I try to snowball that, right? So in the mornings, here's what I do. I wake up, shower, all that self-care stuff. And then after that, I come upstairs and hold up. So I use this. This is my gratitude journal. It takes like 10 minutes to think of what I'm grateful for. And it's not super hard, right? It's just writing. But it's not easy. It's not brainless. Like you can't just be like, you know what I'm saying? You have to actually put thought into it. So it uses a little bit of discipline because I have the TV right in front of me. I have my phone next to me. It's like I could do more fun things, but I'm choosing to use a little bit of discipline to just do this because it's not super fun, but it's like good for me. And then after that, I read a couple chapters from Proverbs. That's the book that I'm reading in the Bible right now. I'm trying to read the whole Old Testament this year. But I do those things that'll take a little bit of discipline, and then over time, I build that momentum, and I can do the harder things. So that's how I'm building discipline, right? Discipline is not a switch that you flip on and you become super disciplined. It's by looking at those small actions and choosing the things that don't take a lot of discipline, but just a little bit, and stacking those up. And then once you become accustomed to using a little bit of discipline, then you can start building your discipline, I guess, meters up, right? You're more accustomed to doing the things that you don't want to do or the things that aren't the most appealing. You become accustomed to that, and then you can get used to doing it at higher levels. Let's say you start off with reading 5 pages a day, right? Eventually, if you keep doing that every day, right, you keep using a small amount of discipline to do that, then over time, let's say in 6 months from now, you could be reading a couple chapters a day because you've become accustomed to challenging yourself. You've become accustomed to not doing the things that you always want to do, but the things that you need to do. And then that stacks up and you can get to a higher level. So that's how I've been doing it. I've been taking small actions that take a little bit of discipline, and I've been stacking those up, right? And it's by that stacking, you become more disciplined. And that's pretty much it. You just got to build that momentum. And I would like to just do a disclaimer. Yes, you will fail this multiple times, right? When you're training your discipline up, of course, you're going to falter at some points, right? You're not going to be perfect in this quest to become more disciplined. I've heard this comparison before where it's kind of like the gym, where you are fatiguing your muscles, right? But then later on, it'll be better. You'll be stronger from it. And I think that applies to this, right? When you build your discipline up, when you challenge yourself more, you become stronger from it. So yeah, build that momentum. If it ever stops, if you ever feel like you're wasting time, if you ever feel like, dang, I'm not being disciplined right now, just pause. Because like, here's what I do. I have a feeling, right? I'll be watching YouTube or something like that. I'll be wasting time. And I'll sit there and I'll be like, I feel like I should be doing something, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And when you feel like that, pause and expand that thought, right? Don't just let it be like some ambiguous thought. Actually expand on it, right? What am I supposed to be doing? Just pause and be like, okay, what is something I could be doing right now? I could be scripting a video. Okay, go do that, right? It's not something that takes a lot of discipline to just start it, right? It might seem like it's more discipline. You need to read 30 chapters by tomorrow. Just be like, okay, I need to go open that book and read a little page, right? And then once you start it, you'll be more likely to finish it. So that's what you do. That's what I do. If you ever feel like you're wasting time, just pause, think what you should do, expand that idea, expand that thought, and then go and just be like, okay, I'm going to go start it. And then once you start it, you'll finish it, right? And that's all I got, right? So just to recap the whole video, how do I become disciplined? What you do is you stack the small actions that take a little bit of discipline until you can build enough momentum to be able to use more discipline for bigger actions. The example I used being like, let's say you want to start reading more, right? So you start reading 5 pages. That's the amount of discipline you have to read 5 pages every day. Slowly, when you keep doing that, you become more accustomed to the challenge, and then over time, your tolerance will grow. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you become disciplined. And if you ever feel like you're wasting time and you're not being disciplined, you need to pause, think what you should be doing, expand that idea, and then simply say, I'm going to go start it. It's easier to say I'm going to go start the 10,000 meter race than say I'm going to complete it, right? And then once you start the race, you of course will probably like that either competitive instinct or that instinct to want to be better will kick in and you'll finish the task. But yeah, that's all I got. If you'd like to learn how to be saved, I have a video over here. And if you'd like to learn how to start self-improvement, video over here. I'm going to start trying to upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then both days on the weekend. I'm just trying stuff out. I don't know. That's all I got. Thank you for watching. Praise God.